Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jedidiah Maureen. If you are watching me for the first time, I'm on live, and thanks for coming in. Join me. Let's rub minds together today, and let's talk what is happening in Nigeria. On today's topic, I want to really talk on church matter. Church matter. Because here in Nigeria, church matter don't finish us for this country. So I want to really, I'm reacting to, hello, welcome, Dead Dragon. You're welcome to my live stream, and thanks for coming. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not shown me love by subscribing to my channel, just hit the subscribe button, because I know I've subscribed to your channel and I've come to your channel to comment. And this love is free. It's very, very free, and it's something that all of us, we are working towards one goal, to make sure that we reach our destination. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button. Thank you for coming. And so today's topic is about what I'm reacting to, what I saw today on the internet concerning one South African pastor that gave his members, his congregation, millipede. According to him, he was saying that the Bible, that God asks us not to forbid anything, therefore they can feed on anything. Say now, wow, ignorant in the highest order. Ignorant is one of the problems that most of we in Africa we face. Most of us in Nigeria, we have this problem of ignorance. They go to church, some of them they forget their brain in the church. They dash their brain to pastor. For the fact that you are going to church, that does not mean that you will leave your sense. You will not use your common sense. The pastor that is feeding you with millipede, he will not eat it too. He will not eat it, but he's telling you to. This same pastor, there was a time they said he gave his congregation. He gave his congregation what do they call it? Fuel to start drinking. There was a time he equally gave, I've forgotten the name of the pastor, maybe later I'll put the name here. He gave his members, he gave them, what do they call it? Grass. He said they should eat grass. I don't know why we get to this extent. For me, I would have loved the government to really regulate this religious body. They should regulate it, because the thing is becoming something else. I remember when I was coming back from travel. I think I was coming back from travel just a few days ago. I saw one woman that all of us were moving from church to church when I was ignorant too. When I was moving from church to church, one of my friends saw her. We started laughing. She now told me that That during the time we were even moving about from work, moving from one church to another, that time when we were seeing miracle seeker, that the rate of crime in the church was not as worse as this. That the thing now is something else. It's terrible. The thing is worse now. A lot of people are a lot of people are in fact, especially most especially in Africa, mostly in Nigeria here, there's a lot of hardship. A lot of people don't have jobs. So because of that one, most of them they are resorting into becoming a by force pastor. By force, they will tell you that God have called them to preach the word of God. They now turn themselves to by force pastors preaching the word of God. So deceiving people just because of the money that they will be making. They started deceiving people. So um what I want to encourage you guys is that when you are going to church, please be careful. It's not every place they call church that are church these days. A lot of them are something else. When you go to church with your complete self, before you come back, you will not know yourself again. So that is it. So I saw I saw when they were saying that the pastor fed his asked his congregation to feed on a millipede. I said, God, what kind of a thing is that? And those ignorant members, they will really feed on it too. They will really feed on it. So I want to tell you guys story of how oh God, how a pastor, somebody that call himself a pastor, almost implicate us, wanted to set us up because of me and my husband, because of building project in the church, and we were not interested in it too. So what really happened was that the the pastor was the senior pastor of the church where we worship, and because of this whole thing, I decide not to be a worker in the church again. I don't even want to. What I do now, any day I feel like going to church, I go to church. If I don't feel like going to church, I sit at my home. I don't do church again. I don't partake in anything they are doing there. I don't work. I'm not a worker in any church again. I've decided to sit in my house on Sunday. On Sunday, I will just maybe just visit the. It's like this. This thing is dark. Let me open the. Let me open the window so that it will be bright a little. This place is bright. Okay. You just have to allow the window to be bright so that whatever I'm doing. So so this pastor came to what really happened when I joined the church, and I was a member of okay, I did the Bible school. After the Bible school, and a pastor called me. The former pastor before this criminal that called himself a pastor came. Well, after the Bible school, he now told me that he wants my house to be used as house fellowship, that they want to plant house fellowship in my house. So I now said, okay, um, no problem. Let them plant the house fellowship. I called my husband. I told them, I said, because my husband is not always in town, he comes home weekend. So I told him that I will tell my husband. I called my husband immediately. So my husband said, no problem. They want to use our house for house fellowship. That is a good thing. That they can use it, and that opportunity will be using it to assist maybe those of our member that are not doing well, or they need help. They will be assisting them. So, and my husband, I told my husband, the pastor said I should be the leader of the house fellowship. And I said, okay. And I told my husband, I told him to be the leader of the house fellowship. That's me. I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to assist him. My husband should be the head of the house fellowship. I'm going to assist him. That was how we started the house fellowship, and we started the house fellowship, and the house fellowship was doing fine. We were doing fine in the house fellowship, and the house fellowship was growing, and it was growing. It was growing, and we now we now grow this house fellowship. The house fellowship even gave birth to three other branches, three other house fellowship. We were doing it like that until they posted this good pastor out of the church, and they brought this one. When they brought this particular one, this one now came, and I started noticing some things about him. If you see this man, if they tell you that he will hot fly, you will not believe. You will not believe. You will think that this man will not hot fly, because he's looking so innocent and so innocent. That was how that was how that was how he first of all came, and I don't know what really happened. They started forming clique in the church. Then I was on children's section. I used to teach children, and I used to teach children. I was in children's section. I used to teach children. So this man now came. This pastor came, and he started by doing all sort of things. Before this guy decided to set my husband up, hey, welcome, Goldie TV. You are welcome. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm telling story of how a pastor set us up, almost ruined my husband's career in Nigeria here. That is what I'm talking. That's the story I'm talking in this platform now. So please, if you can help me to share this video so that other people can join us, you help me to share it, and you are welcome. So when the pastor came, then where we were worshiping was a temporary side. Welcome, Goldie TV. You are welcome. I really appreciate, because as I'm here talking, it look as if I'm talking only to myself. So as I see you now, I'm happy. Thank you for coming. So this pastor now Like where I am now, I'm talking about why I don't work in the church again, why I decide not to. I just decide to have this personal relationship with God, not pastor, not church. I don't even care whether any church exists again. A pastor almost ruined my husband career, if not for God and in his infinite mercy that decide to have mercy upon us. Because why I'm saying this, if most of all these people you are saying that call themselves pastor, if they want to destroy you, if they want to destroy you, it will not take less than 5 minutes to destroy you. When I noticed the way how pastor can be destructive, I decided to stay away from them. So I'm telling this story so that a lot of people will be very, very careful, because it is very hard, it is very difficult for, maybe if you're a member of a church, a pastor tell the congregation something that is lie against you. None of them will believe you. They will just believe the pastor because they feel that this person is a pastor and he cannot lie. So when this present pastor that made my house a house fellowship left, and this new one came, this new one was so greedy that he just too money conscious. He just want to make money by all means. So it happened that a money for church project came, because where we were worshiping was a temporary place. Then they now saw a land somewhere. The headquarter now brought money, because where I worship, they normally bring money from the headquarter. They said they brought about 65 million naira to build this church. Immediately the money landed, this pastor started, because me, I'm in the church. Then my husband work, he's not in the same town with us, so he comes home weekend, and maybe he comes home twice a month or during the weekend. So he's not the active type in the church. Maybe any Saturday is around, he will be the one that will do the house fellowship. Every Saturday we used to have house fellowship. That house fellowship, my husband will be the one that will officiate the house fellowship. In case we have any person that is in need of anything, the church don't give us. Me and my husband, we remove money from our pocket to help. So we encourage most of those women there, even the ones that deliver about two times. Some women that gave birth, they don't have money for hospital bill. I remember my husband paid the hospital bill. Yeah, even me, I bought things to go and give them. So we normally help. That house fellowship, we just use it as help to our brethren that are not well to do. So immediately they released that money. So this pastor, a lot of things went wrong in the church, but the one that I'm saying is that the one that really concerns me now is that all of a sudden, when they started the building project, the pastor have to reshuffle the members of the board, the people that are the committee. They say they call them the King's board, and the people that normally sign the money. So pastor set them up, scattered them. There was a time they said they went to withdraw money, and I don't know. I will not be able to tell you whether it is the pastor that sent those armed robbers to go and attack those people and collect the money, because a lot of things started going wrong in the church. Things that were not like that before. Even before he came, everybody was living peacefully in the church and things was moving. All of a sudden, this man just came. The whole place was in disarray. Today is armed robber, tomorrow is that, because of this same money that came. So what really happened was that my husband colleague, his friend that works with my husband friend, his classmates, he works with Shell. So when they posted this guy to Port Harcourt, his house, he wanted to sell that building. It was a bungalow. So he wanted to sell the building. Then they have already sent this money to the church. Then this our pastor went behind to price the house of this my husband friend. He didn't know that my husband knows that guy. It was the guy was telling my husband that a pastor came to price for this house, that he wants to sell this house. The pastor have already priced the house. My husband asked him which pastor is that. He now said pastor of so church. My husband said, that's my pastor now. So we kept this thing quiet. We didn't say anything. My husband didn't tell anybody about it. It's only me and my husband know what the pastor was planning to do. But there was a time I told one of our church member about the issue. My husband didn't know that I went to tell one of our church member that, look, pastor went and priced that house. Why is he pricing that house? Where will he see money to buy that kind of house? So whether I don't know, maybe the member went and told the pastor. I don't know how our pastor managed to know that we have already know that he went to bid for that house. So it became very, very uncomfortable with us in the church. And then all of a sudden one day he told because our house fellowship, he told all the house fellowship that they should stop the house fellowship, that he wants to reshuffle the house fellowship. He wants to put the house fellowship. For now, the house fellowship, everybody should be coming to church on Saturday to do house fellowship. That he wants to reshuffle the house fellowship. So meanwhile, the building project was going on. All of a sudden, there was a rumor that he was dating one girl in the choir. Whether he planned with the girl, he told the girl to go and hide. The girl hide, and all of a sudden, there was a rumor that they kidnapped this girl. All of a sudden, the girl came back. Before you know, pastor started, rumor started going, they kidnapped this girl, they did not kidnap this girl. Pastor started calling, telling some members of the church that they mentioned deacon, he's the one that planned the kidnapping. He mentioned just be causing confusion here and there. So as of then, my husband was not even in town. He doesn't even know what is going on in the church. So one day my husband my husband came. Okay, when the rumor was going on that they kidnapped one girl in the choir, I called my husband. I told my husband, I said, look at what is going on in this church. They said they kidnapped girl in the church. And they were calling some people that are involved in the kidnapping case. I said, sure, but it can't be my own inside. They say, no problem. So one day my husband came back from work, and one night we were in the house. Some group of policemen were knocking in our door. So because I have a very big dog in this compound, and it's not easy for somebody to have access in my compound, mostly at night. Once it's 7 o'clock, I've released my dog. You cannot enter this compound. It's part of my security. So when my dog started barking, they started hitting my gate that they are looking for my husband. My husband, I now answered them. I said, who are you people looking for? Because my husband was even asleep. Because he was so tired, he was asleep, because the next day we'll be traveling back. So I answered them from gate. I asked them, I said, who were they looking for? They said they were looking for my husband. They are police. I said, police? What happened? They said my husband should come out. They want to arrest him. So I now woke my husband from sleep. I said, look, police, they are in this compound. My husband said, police for what? So my husband now called, because the area that we were staying, before there's a police station in that our area. So before any police will come and arrest anybody, at least they must have taken permission from the DPO. And luckily for us, the DPO is my husband's uncle. The DPO and my husband mother are from the same family. So my husband now put a call to the uncle and told him that, please, there are some policemen in this compound that they said they wanted to arrest him. That is there anything when my husband said police was in my compound, the man now said, sure, wait oh, is it your compound that the police came to? He said, wait oh, what did you do to your pastor? Do you have problem with your pastor? We don't have even know that it was even the pastor that sent those police. You can imagine. DPO now told my husband that pastor came to police station and told them that my husband is a kidnapper, that is involved in kidnapping case, that um that my husband is a kidnapper, that what problem did my husband have with pastor. My husband now said, I don't have any problem with the pastor. It's just that maybe he's feeling threatened that since I've known that he went to bid for a house, and maybe he was thinking I will leak the secret. And they said the best form of defense is attack. So in a bid for my husband to leave the church and just to make problems, so that my husband and the family will just leave the church, to allow him have his way and do whatever he wants to do and manipulate whoever he wants to manipulate, because he knows that when it comes to anything that has to do with church, my husband is not the type that is even corrupt in his office. He's not corrupt in his office, not to talk less of coming to church and be stealing church money. So he knows that we are not into that kind of stuff, and he wants people that will really back him up when he started stealing the church money. So anybody that he knows that this person will not be able to manipulate the person, he will want to chase the person at, because he's on a mission to make sure he grabs all the money before he will, because they normally post them at most 1 year. They have already posted. They will post there and bring another person or two. If a pastor spend too much in any station, maybe the pastor will just spend 2 years. So he has a very short period of time, and this opportunity that this money came, he wants to really grab enough before he will leave. So anybody that wants to stand as an obstacle or as a hindrance to him to achieve his aim and objective, he will just set up the person and make sure it's either you will leave the church. If you don't leave the church, he will disgrace you, or he will just make a way to make sure that you leave the church. So immediately my husband, immediately the DPO told my husband that it was the pastor that said. So what the DPO did was to tell, because the DPO knows my husband very well. He knows my husband's reputation. He knows that my husband is a worker. He works. My husband is not even a businessman for you to even say, this man is doing business or is doing illegal business. He works in a reputable organization where he's the head of the department. So everybody knows him. He's a decent person. My husband doesn't even have that time to start playing church politics. So how DPO shouted, say God. He now he now asked the policemen to leave the compound. That was how they left too. You can see how church would have just destroyed my family. So what my husband just did was, the next day, and funny enough, if they had succeeded in arresting my husband that day, because that day was Sunday evening, because my husband would be traveling that early in the morning back to his station. If they had succeeded in arresting my husband, and that on Monday morning, my husband will be training some workers. He has a very important thing he will do that Monday morning, and if he had missed that something, that was how my husband would have lost his job that is very difficult to get in Nigeria. Somebody will just lost his job because of church matter, something that does not even concerns us. So that was how my husband said, I beg. What is the meaning of all this now? My husband just said I should stop going to that church. We should go to another branch. That was how we left there. We started going to another branch before the man now. When we heard that they have posted him out and he has left, we came back to the church. But this time around, when we came back to this church, I refused to be a worker in the church. My husband refused to be a worker. We just decided not to be anything in the church. When we go to church and we close when we go to church, immediately they close, we just pack our things and leave. That was how I stopped being a worker in the church. And what really even baffled the whole thing, after this whole thing, the thing that even surprised me most is that the people that me and my husband were helping, our house fellowship members that knew about this whole thing, none of them could even ask that what really happened. They were afraid of the man. I don't know what the man really did to them. Everybody was just afraid, was just quiet. Nobody said anything. And it was not even only my husband that was set up, or the other ones that were set up. They were afraid. They went and meet the pastor, started begging, "Pastor, what will we do you now? What will we do you? I beg you. We not be kidnapper." All those kind. My husband said, "Me, we just quietly leave the church." When we came back, that was how my family escaped being blackmailed. Because in some of these states in Nigeria, if somebody, if they link you with anything kidnapping, they can come and even government can come and demolish your house. It's as worse as that. That was what this pastor did to my family. And since then, because of what this man did, my country people, I don't. In fact, when I hear if you introduce yourself, say you are a pastor to me, the kind eye where I will take look you, the way I will just look at you like a thief. Because the thing made me, I look at them as greedy people. It's not all the pastors that are like that, but 90% of the pastors in this Nigeria, they are not called by God. God did not call them. They are just after money, after seed sowing, after what they will benefit from the congregation. That was how we narrowly escaped this whole thing. If not so, this thing I'm telling you is a very serious allegation. Very, very serious allegation. Because if they had even succeeded in arresting my husband that night, before he will come out from that matter, from this case, trust Nigeria police now. Trust Nigeria police. You will spend money, they will waste all your time before you come out of this matter. So when this whole thing happened, that was how we narrowly escaped this thing. There was a time a company wanted to employ my husband, and this company is a very nice company. It's a very good place where anybody in Nigeria is dreaming to work. Do you know what? Before they employ my husband in that place, they sent security agents, all these security company to go and check if my husband have any criminal case, any criminal record. And when they went and checked, nothing like that. If this man had succeeded in soiling my husband's name, how would my husband get this job? This man would have just ruined my husband's career. It would have just ruined our life. Even the stigma that is attached to when they say somebody is a kidnapper alone, the stigma that is attached to that kind of thing. Why I'm saying this thing is because I'm just saying it because I want a lot of people that are going to church to be very, very careful. Be very careful. That pastor, that person, that if I finish this story now, I will tell you the one that really happened of recent. Why I'm saying this thing is that you guys should be very, very careful. If you are going to church, I will even advise you not to be close to your pastor. It's as worse as that in Nigeria. Don't go close to your pastor. Be very far from them. When they posted that one out, they brought this one. My pastor of my church don't know who I am. He doesn't even know me. I don't know him, and I don't care to know. When I just wake up in the morning on Sunday morning, if I feel like going to church, sorry, I'm still on drug because the malaria. When I wake up on Sunday morning, I don't even care. I don't even want to know him because the way pastor can, oh my God, I don't know whether you people understand what I'm trying to say, because It's as worse as that. So me, I don't. When you go to, I don't even go to, if I go to church also, if on Sunday morning, if I feel like going to church, I go to church. If I don't feel like going to church, I will just sit in my house. Now, it's personal relationship with my God. That is what I have. I don't do church again, honestly, because I was so disappointed. Even in the so-called people that I really expected, I was even expecting them to even ask a question. I don't know whether the man just hypnotized all of them. Everybody became so quiet. Nobody can say anything. They were just afraid of him. He has his way. He did a lot of things. He stole a lot of money. But you know what? The good thing I will tell you is that the man have left that. He's no longer a member of this church that I'm doing. Out of greediness, he went to open his own church, and he's not doing fine. Except maybe he will very soon, maybe he will just go and do what his mates are doing before they will start growing church. We know everything. We know everything now. We used to see them every day. Some of them, the way they behave, they do all sort of sacrifice just to grow their church. Maybe that is how he is going to make it better. For now, he's not doing fine. So that is how we narrowly escape being stigmatized, being my husband being arrested and the rest. So why I'm doing this video, I just want to let you guys know that don't, if you are going to church, don't go close to your pastor. I'm just telling you the truth. Everything that you need to know is in the word of God, and a lot of us is because of ignorance. Most of us are very, very ignorant of the word of God. That is why you find out that at times we'll have, it's not as if there's a problem will not come. At times we'll have persecution, we'll have challenges in life, but it is the way we handle these challenges that matters a lot. Don't go and carry all your problem, go tell pastor. When you tell her finish, he will call you and they work against you. So, another story I want to talk about is about this family. They are very, this person that I'm talking about is, I will not mention name, is very close to my husband. They are friends. So he was the one telling my husband what happened to his friend. That one day my husband called me that look at what happened. That this woman has been kidnapped almost 4 to 5 times. Almost 4 to 5 times. They didn't know that it was the assistant pastor that was giving this kidnapper information. They didn't know. Those people that will not mind their business, there will be anything that happened to you, go and tell your pastor. You want to get contract, you go and tell your pastor. Pastor, pray for me, contract to this, that. You go and tell him. This is the implication of telling your pastor everything about yourself. Some people, their pastor know them from beginning to end. He knows their bank account. He knows how much they have in their account. He knows the next move that they will make. Me, as you see me, so he never get no church when they say I never enter for this worry, but I'm talking all this thing from experience. And they said experience is a great teacher. Experience is a great teacher. That is why I'm using my own wealth of experience to let you guys know that be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Even the so-called, the person that you are calling your spiritual father, your pastor, be careful. So this guy, the wife, immediately they close from church. Maybe they are coming back from church. That is when they want to enter their gate. The kidnappers, they will just come. They will kidnap this woman. They will ask of money, because where this man is working, the man is working in a very good place. They pay him very well, and because he's paying tithe in the church, the pastor knows the amount of money they pay as tithe, and they know everything about this family. They know them. The assistant pastor, the assistant pastor is part of the people that keep record of finance in the church, so he knows their what. And they are very close to this particular assistant pastor. They will be telling him things. Whenever they execute contract and there's money, they will, out of excitement, because this pastor used to come to their house, he will eat in their house, he will stay with them, he will discuss with them. Before you know, kidnapper will come, they will kidnap this woman, rip them off for all their money. So the last time they kidnapped this woman was when the police, they now, I don't know how they managed to catch these kidnappers. They now torture them. It was those kidnappers that now confess that it was their pastor, this assistant pastor, that normally give them information that, look, oh, there's money, they should go, they should ask them for social amounts. So what they normally do, if they kidnap this woman, once they kidnap this woman, they will ask for ransom. The money that the proceed, they will not share it. They will not give pastor his own cut, his own share. That is how the pastor was living large. They didn't know that this is what the pastor does. All his, any member of the church that has money, that has money, he will, any member of the church that has money, he will go and plan with kidnapper. They will kidnap the person, then they will share the money. So that was how they were able to find out. The pastor, they arrested the pastor. I don't know whether the pastor is still in police custody. I don't know. I don't care to know. But what I want to tell you that this family, they left Port Harcourt. The man left his house in Port Harcourt, went to buy a house in Lagos. That was the end. They don't even go to church again. They stay in their house. I'm telling you, it's as worse as that, as worse as this in Nigeria. This Nigeria you are seeing, we don't know where we go. In fact, we don't know where he's safe again. When you wake up in the morning, sit down for your house. Sit down for your house. If you know say you want to, just sit down for your house. We don't even know what we are facing again in this country. Insecurity everywhere. That was how they arrested this guy. And that is how this guy just packing family, fiam, to Lagos. They left their house in Port Harcourt. Whether they don't sell the house, I don't know. Now so my country people, it is terrible. It is a terrible thing to do. This Nigeria, because of the hardship, I was coming from somewhere now. I saw my friend. That time I was moving from church to church because of some challenges of this world, this life. So when she saw me, she started laughing. And she now asked her, you seen the waka for church? She said, who the waka? And now the waka, or are they my house? That time we were moving from one church to another. It's even better now. Now it's worst. The whole herbalists, all the native doctors in Nigeria, all of them don't go open church. As you are going to that church, you are coming out with a lot of problem. So that was how the story be that too. That is why I say today, na church matter. Now I won't talk. Church matter. Church matter. Now I won't talk because what we have seen in these Nigerian churches is a terrible thing. Terrible thing, oh, terrible thing. A lot of things are happening and you will just be wondering what is going on. Is it because of the hardship in the country? Who wake up from sleep, you go say God call him. Who wake up from sleep, you go say God call him. Welcome, oh, Sarah Crochet. Hey, you are just coming. I just talk about a story. Welcome, oh, you are welcome. Welcome. Thank you for coming. God bless you. You are welcome. Look for the other eyeglass. I don't want to be stressing my eye. Welcome. So the whole situation in this country is something else. That this video that I make now, just Sarah, if you are just coming in, I just talk about what happened to me and my husband, how a pastor set us up, how a pastor frame us up, and that is what I'm making in this video. And I'm saying a lot of things that will make a lot of people that are falling that are falling that are victims of all these pulpit bandits, according to how they call them. Because as far as I'm concerned, you just have to have personal relationship with your God, because all these pastors, they are terrible people. The worst thing that will happen to anybody is when you have problem with your pastor, because a lot of people believe in all these pastors. So anything the pastor tell the people, that is what they will believe. A pastor can decide to ruin you, can decide to destroy you overnight, and a lot of people will believe, because they believe that this person is a man of God, is holy. So that is why I just bring this story, come talk am, so that who get here make it here, so that you people will know about it. So please give this video a thumbs up. If you are still on with me, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please help me to hit the subscribe button, so that anytime I upload video, you will get a notification. So that is it too. I just talk story about my how pastor set us up. Reason why I don't bother myself to be going to church too much like that. I'm no longer a worker. I don't work in a church, because one thing I believe is that even all this church you are calling church, God don't really dwell in a building. God is in us. If we want to serve God, we can still serve God within us. You can stay in your house, you pray, God will still answer your prayer. It's not by going to church. It's not by that. It's a personal relationship with God, personal race. So that is it. So I think I've been waiting for my friends out there, whether they will join me, so that we share love, we share ourselves, and we share love to each other. But seeing that a lot of them are not forthcoming, and I will come back maybe in the next 2 to 3 hours to stream again, and I will bring another topic and say it. So that is it too. When one is going to church, one just have to be very, very, very careful. Very careful, because if not for God, yeah. So hello, are you still there? Who's on the online? Please say hi if you are online. It's Agodi TV still on in line. Are you still here with me? If you are here, please just say hi. Let me know what to say again. I'm hungry. I'm eating. I'm eating chin chin. All my friends, though, you guys should share this stream. Share this stream more. I don't want to end this life so that we can share love. So that we can share love. I don't want to end this stream. If you're online, please, let's share love. Share the love. Excuse me. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, welcome. I can see Mr. Tom. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome. Please give this live stream a thumbs up. Just help me hit the like button. Hit the like button. Alright, Mr. Tom. I just finished telling story on this live stream. I've been on live stream for the past 40 minutes. I just want this video to get to 1 hour before I will. If I don't see much people, I will leave. Like if people are coming, I will still be online. Grinding continue. So I just finished talking about how a pastor in South Africa gave his his members millipedes to feed on. According to him, he said the millipedes, that God created everything, he has us to have dominion over them and to eat them. So he now prepared it as he now gave them, he said they should eat it. I saw it on the net. I said, God, Nigeria, Africans, who does this thing now? Why? A lot of people will eat, oh. A lot of people will eat. So, we just finish talking that one. For the past 1 hour, I've been online. No, 45 minutes, I've been online telling story of our assistant pastor. Plan with a kidnapper to go and kidnap their church member wife. Is in this video. In case you miss it, go and watch it. When I finish uploading it, you watch it. How the pastor even set us up. am I seeing only one person online? Hello, friends. So let's grow. Let's grow. Anale, 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 anale. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This YouTube. So I just remember something. Yesterday, somebody told me that YouTube, they are changing their an agreement that by January we want to YouTube now will now be 10,000 watch hour and 4,000 subscriber before they will monetize your channel. I say, oh. So yeah, yesterday, one of my friends here in the YouTube told me about it. I raised alarm, so I have to ask I asked some of us in our support group. I asked them whether they are aware of it. A lot of them said it was a rumor, but this particular lady was telling me that it's not a rumor, that is how it's okay. So because of that, a lot of us are going on live. We want to meet up our watch time and make sure that because even to get the 1,000 subscriber, it's not easy, not to talk less of 4,000. And all this thing within 1 year, that's when you will get it. So I'm just trying my best to see how I can escape this if it is true, but I don't believe it is true, because I read some of the terms and conditions they sent, but they just said they are going to change a lot of things. I don't know whether this one is among them. They want to make the YouTube to be very, very hard to grow. So now say sure, I be my village people now find me on this YouTube. Since when I never start YouTube, they never bring all these rules and terms and conditions. My village people now follow me on YouTube. I don't believe it's not true, because this one when they do so, you know, easy. See the way they sweat. See the way they sweat. So I uploaded one video. I think 1 hour ago, just 10 minutes video. I uploaded it. So you guys can go and watch it. But I'm not hungry, they catch me self. I don't know. See the way they eat the chinchi self. Yeah, it's exactly 1 hour now. I'll go offline, and maybe later I'll come back. Nice seeing you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye, Mr. Tom. I know you are still there. Yeah, let me stop here.